How the world has changed for two different women who were integral to my viewing experiences growing up as a kid. First and foremost, we have Melissa Joan Hart, who used to be, some people knew her as, Clarissa? Clarissa Explains It All, but me personally, it was a part of TGIF, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch was one of those shows. It would later go into syndication, and hell, it was pretty good. You know, Martin Mull played Little Salem right there, and you had the two aunts right there. Holy shit, I just realized that was an all-female household just actually growing up and raising a fairly functional child. Very, very interesting. If they redid that in today's day and age, they would definitely be in a lesbian relationship, even though were they cousins or sisters? I think they were sisters, but anyways. I don't know if the show holds up anymore, but I remember liking it at the time. And I also specifically remember this Maxim cover back in 1999. And it's so funny. It's so funny how networks and society at large just handled these situations. And they weren't even that far apart, really. Melissa Joan Hart has revealed that she was nearly fired from her role on the television show Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That was because she posed topless and in her undies and at the age of 23, delicious, for the Maxim cover in October of 1999. Fuck, I was 9 at the time. She was 23. Time has unfortunately passed since then, but good thing, photography is still around so we can remember the halcyon days. During an interview of Pod Meets World, oh my god, is that also reminiscent about Boy Meets World? Christ, was that a part of TGIF? Because I remember watching that one as well. But it wasn't so much when they were in high school as when they were in college. That's the era that I remember, but I'm boring everybody. Which was released on Monday. The 47-year-old actress shared she was blindsided by the news that she was being axed from the show. It's like, you're axed? I'm Sabrina, and you're cutting me out of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. What the hell? In which she played the title character after participating in a photo shoot. The performer, who recently attended a SAG-AFTRA rally in New York, spit, then is probably also how she got the role, then expressed that the controversy surrounding the magazine cover ended up boosting the success of another one of her projects. Which one? Hart began by speaking about posing for a photo with Britney Spears on what she described as the worst day of my life at the time. Yeah, exactly. It's just amazing, okay? That revelation right there has just always been very obvious that Britney Spears is just a terrible for your life's trajectory. Yeah, there she is in the show. Little cutie, nothing exceptional or anything like that. But that picture right there, holy man. If you're of a certain age, I think you probably remember that cover. Fuck, man, that is, yo, what the fuck? Now, by today's day and age, you get far more explicit shit everywhere, all over social media. Christ almighty, on the sidebar, you probably see more, titty. That was cutting edge back in the cut in 1999. I mean, goddamn. Her in that picture right there is hotter than just about every other mainstream output for any of the publications that are out there. Jesus Christ. And 23, either you're going to get some 23-year-old chick with a little bit extra, or you're going to get some 60-year-old going, she looks so great for her age. But, that's a great cover. Anyways, I got to move on instead of just, going, wow, that's fantastic. The Melissa and Joey star, expressed that prior to the party, she was informed that she was being fired for her role in Scary Movie and recently broke up with her boyfriend. She was in the first Scary Movie. Right. The performer recalled that during an after party that took place at Planet Hollywood that same night. This is a quintessential 90s story. She was informed that she was being let go from Sabrina the Teenage Witch as a result of her work in Maxim's October 99 issue. She recalled, my lawyer shows up and goes, you did a photo shoot for Maxim magazine. I would imagine that, at least the production company would have had to sign off or known about that, because if you remember, it says Sabrina the Witch right there. They would have at least had to sign off on that in some form or fashion. So maybe this is an ex post facto, just realizing that, it's probably not all that bad, but then you realize, she's kind of like the central character to a kids show. Yeah, it's probably not great, but it was part of anyways. So you did the photo shoot for Maxim. I'm like, yes, I did. They're like, well, you're being sued and fired from your show, so don't talk about it to the press. Don't do anything. The cover of which featured the headline, read, Sabrina, your favorite witch without a stitch. All natural, baby. Don't see that anymore. The usage of the character's name violated the clause in Hart's contract. Okay, yes, with Archie Comics, under which, right, yeah, that's an adaptation, because, there is a Sabrina the Teenage Witch cartoon, or I'm sorry, comic book. And, it actually wasn't bad casting. That was back in the day where you could actually do an adaptation and then take the source material and then cast somebody that looked like the artist's original interpretation. It's wild. Yes, under which she was never to portray a teenage witch naked. Well, to be fair, she wasn't naked. Oh, she had a sheet, covering up her nakedness. And, to be completely honest, aren't we all naked with a little bit of sheet covering up our intimate parts? Come on now, stop being such a stickler. She stated, so they're thinking I'm in breach because I'm playing the character. No, I was supposed to be me promoting Drive Me Crazy. Oh, right. Yeah. I remember that as well. Jesus, this is just a big old splash of nostalgia right now. The actress also remarked that she only did whatever my publicist told me to do at the photo shoot. Like I did a photo shoot for Maxim. It's Maxim. Of course you're going to be in underwear. The performer also expressed that she did not expect to have a role in Sabrina referenced in the magazine. Well, come on. Why did you think that they wanted you to come pose? Like, come on now. Because, Jesus, I remember that set so much. Watched that so much, TGIF, and then also when it was syndicated right after school as well. That was a go-to, man. There's a little Salem right there. And, yeah, like I said, why can't we just go back to these times, man? Back when these were the type of girls that were on TV. And, actually look forward to watching old reruns of stuff. Especially the Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh my god, there was like 2 or 3 episodes. Oh no, Vader was in Boy Meets World, and Sabrina had badass Billy Gunn. So yeah, points in my book for that one. And then another chick that was also integral to my formative years as well as Drea de Matteo. You might remember her as Adriana in The Sopranos, shifting up genres just a little bit. And okay. Unlike Sabrina the Teenage Witch being, just a quaint little memory from, my childhood and all that stuff, remembering that The Sopranos is still like the greatest show ever. No hyperbole. It is. Time and time again, it's the best. It didn't have a drop off. It was perfect. It's a perfect show. You can watch it serialized. You can watch it encapsulated to a specific episode. The performances were completely on point. The only criticism I have is at the beginning of season 2, after Tony's mom, the actress in real life, ended up dying and her storyline was about to wrap up anyway. So instead of recasting the role, they just did the weird CGI head that just never, ever, ever looked right. But outside of that, though, it's an amazing show. And one of the best characters prior to her exit from the series, which I still remember, was Christopher's girlfriend. And Christ almighty, was she a fucking baddie back in the cut. But now, some 20 years after she was on your televisions, she's opening up an OnlyFans account. Well, I guess she can't. Unlike Melissa Joan Hart back in the cut, she actually can't lose any roles because nobody's casting her. Okay. Bada bing. Get it? That's the strip club. Soprano star Drea de Matteo has a new gig. It's kind of weird. Okay, so she's opening up an OnlyFans account at the ripe old age of 51. The fuck is going on? I don't think she ever got naked in the show. She wore some pretty skimpy stuff. Like I can remember the tennis scene. I think that was in season 1. And how Carmela was jealous about her there. God, the more I think about this, the more I want to just, watch the Sopranos again. But yeah, man, who played Adriana La Cerva on the HBO drama is now on OnlyFans. Fucking Christ, man. It's like, has the OnlyFans bubble burst yet? Like, what are we doing? She announced on social media late Wednesday, Christopher would certainly be jealous. No, Christopher is too busy bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining about the Supreme Court. Oh, God, Michael Imperioli, you're such a twat. And now you can see Adriana's for $15 a month. Why? She's 50. Why? Simply says The Sopranos beneath her steamy close-up of just the actress's cleavage popping through a star-spangled bikini top. Her profile photo shows the mob heartthrob completely nude in thigh-high heeled boots, smoking a cigarette. Besides, there's a picture right there. It sounds far more lurid than it actually is. What the fuck? Is that a mannequin that's on the floor? But yeah, that looks... It's not a bad picture, and for 51, she looks fucking incredible. But let's just say 30 years ago, that would be far more sexy than it is now. Now it's just like, Nana, what are you doing? Put some fucking clothes on. And yeah, man, filters or whatever the fuck. You don't see women built like that anymore. And if you do, you gotta check for a little extra. Just saying. All right, yeah, De Matteo, who played the IBS-stricken mob wag. Oh my God, why do you gotta gay it up? But yeah, no, she had IBS. Oh my fucking... Opposite Michael Imperioli's character, yes, Christopher Moltisanti, quickly got the attention of her years-long fans in a jaw-dropping announcement in which she had teased last September. It took her that long? What the fuck, are you on the feminist frequency timeline where you need $10,000 to open up a Discord? I was thinking about starting taking pictures of myself naked and posting them on the internet. It's going to take me about a year to get around to it. Fuck. I couldn't have joined her OnlyFans any faster. Oh, simp. Get your bag, sis. Well, yeah, exactly. And again, like, this is so sad, and I'll just go ahead and, make this case, even if it is for somebody who I do respect, at least in an acting sense. This right here is just, fucking sad. It's like you didn't develop your skills. You didn't manage to parlay the success of the most successful show ever into anything else. And now you're selling 51-year-old butthole pics on the internet? Oh my Christ. Since The Sopranos ended in 2007, she was long gone before that. When did she get... oh my god. When did Syl run up on her? Like, that was season 3? Very close to the end of season 3? Season 3 or season 4, something like that. De Matteo has often leaned into her astronomical success of the show. Yeah, no, just the show itself. Like so many other ones that are out there. And yeah, no, it's not that bad. Again! Oh, she got this stupid titty tattoo. Fucking hate that tattoo. There is nothing more detrimental to a woman's attractiveness and that stupid fucking mid-titty tattoo. I hate it so much. But yeah, that's what they mean by trying not lean into the popularity of the show. Evan Sopranos font saying how fucking attractive you are. Adriana La fucking Cerva. Yeah, that's wonderful. She hosted the rewatch podcast Made Women. Oh yeah, and no. There was a podcast that Meadow and AJ were hosting. I forget their name specifically. And somebody else. That's another thing about these Soprano chicks. They age exceptionally well because Meadow still looking fine as fuck. They were doing a podcast as well, and it was actually not that bad. And Adriana would show up every once in a while and make AJ feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it was pretty good, but that was a long time ago. That was it was like 3 or 4 years ago at this point in time. But yeah, no, she's fairly charismatic, and the fact that, she just has to rely on the fact that, well, she has superior genes to just about everybody, just kind of lets you know what happens to a lot of these chicks that are in Hollywood. They got to rely on their sexuality, and some of them, at least cash in those chips when they're young and then just go on to do more successful projects like Melissa Joan Hart did. She got in with wrestling and then just ended up securing a bag that way. But unfortunately, not everybody else is as lucky as to have, a multifaceted talent array. And that, yeah, when you're past midlife, well, then you have to start getting your tits out when you didn't back when you were an age when everybody wanted to see your tits out. Sad state of affairs, but it is what it is, right? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.